Hello, everyone. Dialogue is the heartbeat of a story. It brings characters to life and pushes the plot forward. Imagine reading a book where every character sounds the same and their conversations feel dull. Now, think about your favorite novel where characters feel alive, their voices distinct and their dialogue full of energy. That's the magic of well-crafted dialogue and a strong narrative voice. Today, we'll learn how to achieve that in your writing. Understand the importance of writing realistic and engaging dialogue. Learn techniques for distinguishing character voices. Explore how to use dialogue to advance the plot. Writing realistic and engaging dialogue. Dialogue is more than just characters talking. It reveals their personalities, advances the plot, and adds realism to your story. Key roles of dialogue. Characterization. Dialogue can show who your characters are through their speech patterns, vocabulary, and tone. Plot advancement. Conversations can move the plot forward and reveal important information. Conflict and tension. Dialogue can introduce and reveal conflicts, creating tension between characters. Techniques for writing realistic and engaging dialogue. Listen to real conversations. Pay attention to how people talk in real life. Notice the rhythms and interruptions that make speech authentic. Read aloud. Reading your dialogue out loud can help you catch awkward phrasing and ensure it sounds natural. Show, don't tell. Use dialogue to show emotions and actions instead of telling them. Let readers infer meaning from the conversation. Example, instead of writing, John was angry, you could write, John slammed his fist on the table. I can't believe you did that, he shouted. Keep it concise. Realistic dialogue often includes incomplete sentences and pauses. Avoid lengthy monologues unless the character's personality calls for it. Example, in The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, Holden Caulfield's dialogue is filled with slang and sarcasm, perfectly capturing his rebellious and disillusioned character. Distinguishing character voices. Each character should have a distinct voice that reflects their background and personality. This makes the dialogue more engaging and helps readers easily identify who is speaking. Techniques for distinguishing character voices. Unique speech patterns. Give each character distinct speech patterns, such as particular phrases or slang they frequently use. Consistent tone and style. Maintain consistency in how a character speaks throughout the story. Their voice should reflect their personality and experiences. Different backgrounds and experiences. Characters from different backgrounds or with varied experiences will speak differently. Reflect these differences in their dialogue. Example, in Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare uses distinct language for each character, capturing the intensity of young love through the lover's passionate verse and the nurse's body humor. Using dialogue to advance the plot. Dialogue is a powerful tool for moving the story forward. It can reveal key information and develop relationships and introduce conflicts. Techniques for using dialogue to advance the plot. Reveal information naturally. Characters can share information through dialogue in a way that feels natural and keeps the story moving. Build relationships and conflict. Dialogue can show how characters relate to each other, revealing alliances, tensions, and power dynamics. Introduce new plot points. Conversations can introduce new challenges, goals, or twists that propel the plot forward. Example, in The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, much of the plot is advanced through dialogue. For instance, the tension between Gatsby and Tom Buchanan is primarily revealed through their conversations. Assignment. Write a scene featuring a conversation between two or more characters. Focus on making the dialogue realistic and engaging while maintaining distinct voices for each character. Additionally, choose a passage from a book you admire and analyze how the author uses dialogue and voice to develop the characters and advance the plot. Suggested reading. To further develop your understanding of dialogue and voice, I recommend reading Dialogue by Robert McKee. It's an excellent resource that explores the mechanics of writing effective dialogue. Dialogue is a powerful tool that breathes life into your characters and moves your narrative forward. Through realistic and engaging dialogue, distinct character voices, and conversations that advance the plot, you can create stories that connect with readers. Keep experimenting with dialogue in your writing, and pay attention to how people speak. The more you practice, the more natural and compelling your dialogue will become. Happy writing!